Hello, hello, everyone. Happy National Scrapbook Day. I wasn't sure if I was on or not. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. So let me know you can hear me and we will get started. Hi, Renee. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Excellent. Happy National Scrapbook Day. Yay. Hello, everyone. I was here at least a minute before and I started reading a few of the comments. Some people waiting to watch the recording, some people have prepped, some people think they're ready to rock and roll, and I love that. I love that. However, I have a little bit of a curveball for you all because I've got a little bonus, and today is the bonus. I saved the bonus for today. It has been so long, yes. I'm not sure if I see Renee is here. I haven't seen Dr. E roll by. Well, I'm glad you're back, Donna. I'm glad you're back. Barbara, I mentioned you in one of my videos recently. I can't remember which video it was, but I said something that reminded me of you, and it was something with bees. Don't I can't even remember. I cannot. But it was something with bees, and it reminded me of you. Hello, re-engineered paper. Welcome and happy National Scrapbook Day to you all. This is always a party. I feel like we have a second birthday. We have something. It's just like such a great day. There's so many things going on, and I hope you guys have been taking part in all of the crafty goodness that is offered on today. So there's so much fun times today on the internet. I know. Hi, Jill Davis. Hello, Kelly Joe. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, everyone. Oh, Dr. E is here. Say hello to Donna J. All right, so we're going to have some giveaways today, guys, and Dr. E will do random giveaways. We'll let you know. I guess she normally does like a roll call, and the giveaways will all be gift certificates to paperphenomenon.com. And for National Scrapbook Day, Dr. E, we're doing the random number thing, right? I locked my husband out of the house today. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I just excellent. I watched going over. Excited to watch going and ordering a fruit in a few. Well, thank you so much, Tammy Kurt. Well, today is the last day after this class. Today, that's the last day to get the paper collection for free. That will be gone once this is over. Well, not this class is over. Once the sale is over. Sorry, my bad. Then the paper collection and the tutorial for the recipe keeper will be separate purchases. Okie dokie. So if you're going to get it, T. Kirk, and I think it's Tammy Kirk, forgive me if I got that wrong. It will be a separate purchase, okay? I know, it's so good to chat with you all. Thank you, Edna. It's good to see you as well. Hello from South Africa. Yo, Lindy, I love that. Sorry if I miss anything. Thank you, Barbara Jean. Thank you so very much. I didn't see Dr. E about the random number generator. First time watching. Welcome to Paper Phenomenon. Welcome to Paper Phenomenon. Thank you so much, Ilona. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys. I know I have been MIA from YouTube and doing live classes for a while, but it's because I've been very, very busy with mini album blueprints. Super busy with mini album blueprint, and I gave myself quite the tight schedule. And I don't think I'll be doing that in 2027. I can't even believe I'm saying that. But I think for 2027, I'm going to do like one a quarter, not one a month, because it's a lot. He said yes. Okay, I missed it. Okay, so what I want to announce, and for those who will come in later, I've been waiting. For those of you who have been around for a long, long time, know that every year I do one ginormous giveaway. One ginormous giveaway. And I don't know if you remember what the ginormous giveaway is. And I didn't announce it because I wanted it to be a surprise. And Renee saying hello to Leslie Cash, and she won this giveaway once. The National Scrapbook Day deal today is 50% off and 20% off cut files. Hi, Sandy King. No, it's not a printer. It's better than a printer. Yes, Kelly got it right. A year of projects. Donna, you love moving parts? I'm so excited because I know you love cards, Donna Jet. I am giving Renee away. Renee comes with lots of trips, lots and lots of trips. Yeah. So the giveaway that I do normally, I normally do it every year. I think I did it last year. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Is 1 year of free paper phenomenon projects and digital paper collections. So whatever project I create, whatever digital paper collection I bring onto the paper phenomenon library, you get it for free. Okay? You get it for free. 1 year, and that will start tomorrow. Okay? Whatever I release in 2026 all the way through 2027, National Scrapbook Day next year, you will get it for free. Okay? That is the tutorial, if there's a tutorial available, cutting guide and videos and digital paper collection. All right? That's my biggest giveaway that I normally do on an annual basis, and I saved it this year for National Scrapbook Day. I love that, Donna. That's so awesome. And then we're going to do some gift cards to paperphenomenon.com. All right? So we're working on the recipe keeper. I can't remember. Well, I was really excited about a project before this one, and that is the Keepsake Collective. But this one, I got to tell you, I'm always excited. Who am I kidding? I am always excited about my projects. Who am I kidding? So we're making this project today. It's called the Recipe Keeper, and I find it to be so super duper duper functional that I really think everyone that likes paper crafting and making handmade things should make one of these. And it's so well made. For those of you who have made it already, please chime in. Give me your thoughts on it because I welcome them. I absolutely welcome them. Yours is going to have a 4-inch spine. Well, I want to give you some ideas for those of you who who think you have to put every recipe category in here. You don't have to do that, okay? Thank you. Thank you so very much. Two of one product. Nicole, I love that. That's right. One for your daughter, one for yourself. You guys are foodies. I remember this in the comments. And the bottom line is that this just doesn't have to be a recipe keeper. It can also be a planner. The second part to this recipe keeper setup will also be a planner. Okay. So I will have printables for planners in this specific size, and that will come up next. So you can get that as an add-on for whoever wins the 1 year worth of Paper Phenomenon projects free. You will get that for free. Okay. So for those of you who like to plan, who write lists, all of that stuff, there will be an add-on to the recipe keeper. Okay. So I'm really excited about that because I feel like I keep my meal planning and my calendar stuff all together. Does that make sense? So I feel like there needs to be a part two to this. Okay. I don't know if you guys agree with this. And then I saw it. I'm telling you, it's such a good book. It's such a good concept. And I've made lots of recipe things throughout the years. My recipe box that I absolutely love. And I really thought that I was going to give that to Robert. And I made two of them, one for Robert and one for Faith. I'm looking at them right now, but I just don't think that that is practical. So I'm really thinking about practical things and all sorts of other things. Although that recipe box is adorable, the booklets are adorable, everything about it is adorable. I just don't think that they're going to use it. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think I'm onto something here? Do you think they're going to use it? Yes, absolutely. This could also be a memory keeper. You can make this into an album just for photos, for any kind of trip. It is such a good, it has so many layers to it that you can do so many things with this. Truly, you can. All right, so I'm changing the camera view and we're going to get started. So, what I cut, let me explain to you what I cut. Did you guys look in your project folder and see that this project came with a written tutorial? Can we have a pattern to make this fit in the purse? Well, Miss Lisa. Lisa, are you familiar with Journal Jam? Who here is familiar with Journal Jam? You think so? All right, well, listen up. I am making a smaller size, the recipe pages, into the Journal Jam size, which will print 8.5 by 11. Okay, so look out for that. So for those of you who want a smaller book, I need the big book. I like to write, and I need a lot of space, and I want to get scrappy. Okay, I want to get scrappy with it. So, all right, I'm changing the camera view. No more looking at me. Let's go to where the magic happens. Let's make sure I get this right. All right, let me pop off this chat so I can see you guys. So there will be a smaller size, Journal Jam size. So if you look at the recipe pages right now, right here, these recipe pages, this is on an 8.5 by 11, right? Sorry, this is on a 11 by 17. So the second version will be this size, which will be, when you fold it in half, it will be this small. Is this a specific size? So it would be 5.5 by 8.5. All right, so this exact thing, but it's just going to be smaller. Okay. So I'm super duper excited. Everything will be smaller. Your categories, your recipe pages, everything that comes with the tutorial will be in a smaller version, okay? Just in case you haven't heard this today, thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are too kind to me, all of you. All right. So the wonderful thing about this project is that so many things work back together. Okay. We're not making the cover. Oh, my camera is off. Hold on. There we go. We're not making the cover today because we did that in the project folder and we'll be here. We would need 3 days, right? Because of drying time. What is so great about this project is that all of the pieces work back together. So you can make so many different versions of these booklets to fit your needs. You can make this, horizontal where you stick things from the top. Here we're going side loading. These pockets can be these top loading pockets. You can make all sorts of different arrangements. Notice here I have my category right in the front. And then over here, I have my category on the inside. Okay. Do you see that? Well, not that one. My bad. Here I have my category on the inside. So I have my organizational options on the outside and my category on the inside. Or you can do it like this. And I have to say, I love this look. How many of you are going to do this look, the category on the outside versus categories on the inside, where you have organizational stuff here first, and this pocket can be this pocket. It can be this pocket. It can be this pocket. It can be this pocket. This is the beauty about this, that you can configure these booklets in so many different ways. That's why your cutting guide is very kind of top level, because you can mix and match, mix and match. So on the outside, well, I'm going to throw a curveball in there for you guys with a different version to see if you're going to do the one that I'm doing today. Are you ready for your curveball, people? So I'm going to call out letters, okay? I'm going to call out letters so that you know what pieces I'm using, okay? So you know the pieces that I'm using. That way you can decide. But remember, you can make them all. You can make them all. Okay, so it seems like you guys, most of you are loving this version, this one right here, which I have to say, I love this version as well. Okay, this one I think is quickly my favorite with the tabs. See that? How fantastic with the tabs. I just love it. And I learned something new today. Curveball keeps us on our toes. Do you want to know what I read, T. Kirk? Somebody's hungry. But what I read was curveball keeps us on tacos. What's wrong with me? Not tacos, Kathy. Toes, toes, toes. How many booklets? I have 4. I have 4 in here right now. 4. So this one, my lunch category, this is the one my lunch category. Lunch or dinner, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to swap my lunch out for the one I'm doing today, okay? I have 4. Now, for those of you who are making all categories, you don't have to put them all in here. You don't have to have a 4-inch spine if you don't want to. You can make a coordinating box, which is another element to this project, okay? Where you can store all of your categories and just keep the meal planning aspect of this project in here with kind of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Does that make sense? So we're going to get to all of that. This is a project that it will evolve. It's going to evolve because I have so many ideas for this project that I think you guys are going to really get a lot of use of this project. It's not going to be one of those done and gone projects where we move on from it, like I normally do with every single one of my projects. We're going to work on this one a lot throughout the rest of this year. Okay? My categories will be inside. I want to have more pockets. All right, well, I love that for you. So I can see why you're going to need a 4-inch spine, Miss Mayama, or girly pop, like Faith says. All right, so I'm going to call out the pieces that I'm using today, okay? I'm using, if you look at your cutting guide, I'm using A, I'm using B, okay? So let's assemble those first. Okay, so I've got my A piece, and this is where the curve ball is going to go. So I've added my tape, right? I've got my two A pieces. And this is assuming that I am not sewing, right? Because you can see I'm using tape here. If I wanted to sew on this, I would not use tape. I would use glue. That is really important. Or you would use the heat and bond. How many of you loved the idea of heat and bond, and have you used it? We've used it before on other projects, so I can completely see you loving it. And for those of you who do not know, I carry craft text now in my shop. It's for some reason super duper difficult to get now, like on Amazon. And listen, guys, very quickly, I am not Amazon. I cannot offer free shipping. I am a small business. But what I can do is offer you a bit more. So, what I am offering, if you buy craft text from me, you get 2 yards as opposed to 1.5 yards that you would get if you buy anywhere else. And I am also throwing in a yard of heat and bond. You're welcome for the price, for the same price that you would buy it at Amazon for 1.5 yards. The difference is that you have to pay for shipping with me. I cannot offer free shipping. I am not Amazon, okay? And I don't ship as fast as Amazon. So don't email me. I'm going to a retreat in 2 days. Can I? No, 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 no. I am not Amazon. All right? So there. All right, let's go. So there you go, guys. That is my offer. I cannot compete with shipping with Amazon, but I can compete a little bit with stuff. All right. So both A pieces right here on the desk. And I'm going to try not to go away from this so that when you're watching this, you don't have to listen to me yappity yap, yap, yap. All right. So we're starting off with our 2 A pieces. Exactly like in your cutting guide, nothing has changed, except that I am using tape as opposed to heat and bond or glue because I'm not going to sew. I'm going to miter all 4 of my corners for now before I put it all together so it's easier for me to manage. And we're going to attach these 2 pieces. Okay, I'm going to fold just one side. It was my first time using craft text and heat and bond, and I love it. I'm so glad because it's so, so good. Hi, Lynn. Heat and bond is great. I'm so glad you guys love it. So, so glad because it's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tape backing just a little bit, or partially, not a little bit, partially from this space right here. Okay. Lynn, if you're just coming in, I am giving you a bonus booklet. Okay. So the cutting guide will be updated, but I guess I can ask Ellen to update the tutorial, and my printer needs toner. But listen, guys, you guys get the best written tutorials here at Paper Phenomenon, and I only have Ellen to thank for that. So I will ask Ellen to update the tutorial with this information here, okay? And of course, the cutting guide will be updated. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a combination of tape and glue because I need a little wiggle room for this. You can add some tape here to get an immediate stick, which is really nice. All right, so I'm going to add my tape to this side over here, this side right here, so that I can have an immediate stick. But this is optional. You don't have to have this tape, kind of like wasting tape, if you will. You just have to wait for the glue to dry. But I would like to proceed as to not delay. So I'm going to add my tape here. So glue, right? So that we can have some slippage, like I like to say, some time to adjust. I definitely need the time to adjust. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take the cut edge on the piece on the left-hand side and line it up with the fold. See the fold? That's the score line. There's the fold, right at the fold without going over the fold. So I like to crease that score line so that I have my fold, so that when I place my cardstock right underneath it like so, see how the glue provides the slippage that I need? I can go right to the fold, pull back if I have to. Whoopsie, see that? Just works out beautifully if you have a little bit of slippage. And crease, 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 or fold the piece on the right-hand side so that you know you are right at the fold. Okay, see that? And just hold it for a second or two. Right there. And burnish, please. Let's grab a burnishing tool. I love that you have a double spine here, which will allow, it'll give you a sturdier spine. Your book will not collapse, which is very, very nice. Not only do I like pretty things, but I also like nice construction. And careful that, depending on the surface that you're working, that it doesn't stick to it. I forgot to move mine around. So I've got a little paper there. All right. So there you go, guys. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pre-fold before you remove the tape, right? It's just easier. Go ahead and pre-fold. And just so if you're new to Paper Phenomenon, this is what you get when you buy a tutorial from me. You get a cutting guide and you get videos on how to create the project. I take you step by step through the process without the chatter, of course. Go ahead and remove the tape backing and fold. Secure those flaps into place. Don't forget to burnish. This is a very important part. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Now for the bottom, remove the tape backing and fold. Careful with the fold here because you have two layers. So you have to guide this fold just a little bit. They're not going to overlap one right on top of the other. One is going to be taller than the other. And you will see that in just a second. I'll give you a close-up. Make sure you burnish. Right here. Because there's two layers there. You see where one is taller than the other? Hold on, let me get that. And that's okay. Once we mat, you will not see that, okay? And now for the left and right-hand side, remove the tape backing. So I am out of 1/4-inch tape in the shop. I only have the 3/8 inch, but the 1/4-inch tape is super handy for this project. For those of you who got my kit, I sent you the next best thing to Maker Basics tape, which is score tape. So hopefully you guys got that package with your score tape and your charm. And remove the tape backing and secure it. You can flip this over like so and burnish on all 4 sides. Look, my paper got stuck there. Like so. Don't be afraid of the burnishing, people. It's a good thing. I will have to make 7 of these, one for me and each of my kids. Yeah, this is such a good one. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think that this is one that is truly, truly a keepsake. Guys, I make lots of projects. Lots. I have so many projects in my library. And I have to say that the projects that I've made this past year, since last year and this year, I feel like they're very heirloom-esque qualities because I'm thinking so much about what we actually leave behind. So hence the recipe keeper, okay? I am so, so glad you guys are loving it. So glad. I don't know if it's moving. Not sure what's happening here. But let me see. Let me type in hello, make sure this is working. Yeah, it is working. How do you keep your workspace so organized? Oh, are you talking to me? Have you seen my office? Have you seen my office? I will tell you, I wish I can pan over to this side, but when I get messy is because and I'm giving this a little drying time, which is why I'm chatting. I am messy, but my tools, do you see these drawers right here? This drawer right, I'll pull this one out. So I have one of these drawers right next to me, off to the right-hand side here. I have two, one on the seat, there's two, one on the top, one on the bottom. The top is for my tools, and the bottom one is for my tape and stuff. So I don't know if you can hear the opening and closing of drawers constantly when I'm switching between tools and tapes. That's because I'm switching between drawers. So that's how come I can keep this area clean. However, when I'm matting, that's a whole nother show. Whole nother show. I make a mess when I'm matting. Question from Ed Kathy, what font did you use for the cat? I don't know, but I can find out, okay? I can find out. I want to add Easter and family traditions. Oh, such a great idea. I will find out what the font is for sure, but that is a great idea. Oh, and also, did you guys notice that there's blanks? So if you want to use a different paper collection, you can use the blanks, okay? I saw it, Renee. Yeah, the kits are sold out for the recipe keeper, guys. We're all done. All right, so there you have it. Disregard this paper. It got stuck here, but I will cover it with pretty paper. All right, so here's where I switch it up on you guys. Are you ready for me? Are you ready? All right, guys. We're good. This is the book A. And I know I already folded it, but it's okay because we're going to do a 1-inch border, okay? So we're going to do a 1-inch border. Grab a pencil. If you can hear my drawer, I'm opening my drawer right now to grab my pencil, Barb, so it's not on my desk. So I'm going to do a 1-inch border all the way around. Well, I'm going to go on this side, okay? They're going to be two different borders, front and back. And then here and here. Do the same thing on the back side. So for those of you who want more pockets, 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 this is not going to be your favorite booklet, okay? For those of you who want the category on the outside, this will be an alternative to the one that I showed you, okay? And obviously you can do this before you put it together, but I didn't want to mess up the tutorial sequence, which is why I did it like this, okay? So this is where we differ from the tutorial. We are going to create a frame, a 1-inch frame around the perimeter. And we're going to have a window. So what you're going to see is the category, but under acetate. Let's cut it out, guys. Ooh. Will you be having more kids? I do not think so. I do not know that I want to make another round. I made 2 rounds of kids, 2. And it takes me a lot of time because I do it myself. My niece is helping me now, but you know, that's not going to be for long because she has a full-time job. So if I add more, I will let you know. I actually have, okay, listen, I have a handful of extras and I'll tell you why. Because if something happens with the mail, I always like to make good on whatever anybody purchases from me, right? If somebody's package gets lost, whatever the case may be, right? So if everything goes well with the second round that I'm shipping, I will put those extras in the shop, okay? And if you send an email to info@paperphenomenon.com, Jane will put you at the top of the list, and I will not put that one in the shop, okay? How's that? Is that fair enough? All right, so now cut the other side. There we go, right here. I have another kit coming up, guys, and it's super duper cute. So when you see it, you better buy it. If you love it, obviously, because you know that they go fast. So cut it out. Look at that. Now, I hope that I made this window exactly right so that my category shows perfectly. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way with all the folding and stuff. So are you buying what I'm selling so far with this window? For those of you who want the category on the outside, I think this is going to be good. All right, acetate, please. So you're going to need 2 sheets of acetate. The charms were sent separately, yes. Let's see. The charms sent separately has the scored tape in that pack. Yes, 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 yes. It's the charm and the score tape. So the first round of kits will have received their charm and their tape separately because I wasn't going to include tape because I didn't have any more 1/4-inch tape. And then, of course, the light bulb finally went off in my brain and said, oh my gosh, Kathy, just send score tape. So I ordered score tape. So I ordered score tape and I added score tape to the charm bag. So you guys are not going to believe while I cut my acetate. So I made the executive decision that I was not going to wait anymore for this stinking charm that was stuck in customs. And I mailed the kits without the charms. The charms came the same day that the mail pickup came. I packed the kits, sealed them, put my order in to pick up the mail, and guess what was at my door? I was so annoyed. So annoyed. Let me write this down because I'll forget because I'm talking. This is for my measurement for my acetate. So I sent it in a separate package. Renee, did she answer? Oh, yes, Beth, I did. I sure did. I don't know what the font is, but I will find out, okay? So you need 2 sheets of acetate, and I've got mine here, and I'm going to cut them down to size. Hold, please. I do not know what the font is, but I will certainly find out, so no worries. I'm going to use 1/2-inch tape for this. So I'm going to go around the perimeter of the frame with the 1/2-inch, with the 3/8-inch tape. And again, you can get the 3/8-inch tape on my site. Hey, Sissy, how are you? Thanks for hanging out. See, Barbara Jean, I already have 2 rulers out. And you say I'm organized. 2 rulers. What is wrong with me? Tape around the perimeter. You want to be really close to the edge. However, you do not want to go over the edge. Right? Nice and close to the edge, right there. Acetate is 0.007, and you can find this on my website as well. Nope, acetate was not supposed to be in the kit. This is your bonus, the bonus book. What you got in the kit was exactly what I made in the project folder. Right here. So tape on all 4 sides, but you can get acetate on my website or wherever you prefer to shop for your crafty goodness, okay? Right here. All right, so these measurements and this bonus book is not in your tutorial and it is not in the cutting guide, okay, guys? This one is different, but it will be there, okay? Thank you so much, Trish. Thank you. Nope, no magnets either. I didn't use magnets. Yeah, I didn't use magnets. Did I use magnets in this project? Yeah, I did not use any magnets here. Am I, did I do something that I don't remember? Hold on. No, I didn't use any magnets, guys. No, you only get what I use. Well, except for this pen. Okay. Just having a sip of water, guys. If you are going to do Kathy's project, treat acetate as a staple. Yes, as a staple for sure. Go ahead and burnish that tape into place. Okay. Thank you for getting the kit money. I appreciate it, Monica. All right, now let's go ahead and stick this down. So cute, so cute. Also, I have another question for you guys. Are you going to do the eyelets in the booklets with the bungee cord, or are you going to just leave the bungee cord in the album? I also gave you that option. I showed you both options in the tutorial. Whoopsie. In the videos, excuse me. So go ahead and stick this down, please. Like so, and give it a good burnish. Traditionally, or not traditionally, lately, I have been shying away from using tape and acetate because it sticks, but after a while, it's coming up. Okay. So I've been using glue, but because I'm going to mat over this, I will have glue over this holding it down in place. Okay. Mini album blueprints be offered again after November. Yes, I'm going to have a 2027 schedule released very soon because I'm pretty much booked. I think I may have one or two spots in my 2026 schedule. I don't know what particular months, but there's very, very limited spots. But for my 2027 schedule, I'm only going to do one a quarter. So it's even going to be more limited because it has taken away from a lot of the things that I like to do. I gave myself a very tight schedule of mini album blueprint. Don't ask me why I did that, but I did. And I haven't been able to do as much as I normally like to do. So that's why I've been MIA, guys. Look at how pretty that is. I just have to see very quickly with a booklet inside. So I've got quite a few pages folded already. This is how serious I am about this project, that look at how organized I am. Look at how organized I've been because I love it so much. So I did on the front and the back so that I can see, look at how perfect is that. Ah, I love it. So pretty. And you'll see it on the back as well. All right, so let's make our B booklet because let me show you what's going to happen here, folks. All right, so grab your B pieces. Ah, I just love the acetate. It's because you're the queen. Oh, you guys are so good to me. Drawers right next to the workshop yes, it is. It's really helpful. If you don't have a drawer system right next to you, then you may want to get one of those rolling carts. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, I used to have a rolling cart right next to me with my tools. The only negative thing to the drawer right next to you, let me take a picture so you guys can see. When I have my drawer open and I'm taking tape backing off, sometimes I throw the tape backing in my drawer because it doesn't hit the floor. Let me see very quickly. Hold on. So maybe I'll do video very fast so you guys can see that. Oh, let me move this out of the way. Okay. So here I'm going to go at my work desk, right? Work desk. I'm going to pan over. Work desk, pan over. And see my drawer with my tools and then my drawer with my tape. Okay? Are you ready? Sorry that you're going to see the trash can now. And I know I've promised forever in 10 days a video of my room, but it's not happening, people. There's my drawer with my tools and then my drawer with my tape. See how that works? Does that make sense? So I'm constantly in and out of these two drawers. So that's how I keep my desk clear of clutter. Again, except when I'm matting, all right? When I'm matting, it's a disaster. And my trash can is right there. I'm sure you saw it where my drawers are. So that's where the tape is supposed to go. But 9 times out of 10, it falls on the floor. I stand most of the time, yeah. And I also do stand as well. I stand a lot. My desk is counter height, so I can stand. All right, my friends. So let's grab our B piece. Let me make my B booklet. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right over here on my other side. Acetate makes everything look super fancy. So my paper clips are also in that drawer. I throw it back in there, put my tape back in the drawer. Everything goes back in the drawer. Sometimes my tools stay here off to the side, but when it gets too crazy, I throw it in the drawer. So that's how it works. Thank you, Dr. E, for posting about mini album blueprints. Yeah, my craft room does look pretty crazy too, guys. I promise. It's you've guys have seen videos where my background is a disaster. Oh my gosh, yeah. But you know, I try to keep it as tidy as I can when I can. I really don't uh concern myself too much with it. It's my creative space. I don't care what anybody thinks. All right, so now we are on our B pieces. Okay, B. B, remember that B in your cutting guide is the same as the recipe booklet, which is letter, let's see what letter that is, which is also letter H. B and H are the same. I talk about this in great detail in the videos, okay, in the private videos. So B and H are exactly the same thing, but they're components to do 2 different styles of booklet. One is the organizer booklet, and then the other one is the recipe pages booklet. Okay, so you can make this window in, and let me explain this before we move forward anymore. So let me go back to this. All right, so your organizer, your cutting guide has your organizer measurements, which is this book right here, right? This book, which is just to organize stuff. Like if you print recipes off the internet, I print a lot of recipes off the internet. I have become a global chef, right? I like pockets for all sorts of things. Pockets, pockets, pockets. Don't ask me why, but I love pockets. And then there is the recipe pages booklet, which is this one that you see here, this one that you see right here. It has a smaller spine than the organizer because they can nest one inside the other so that you can have organizer and recipe together, or recipe booklet alone, no organizer, or you can do what I showed you here. I showed you a couple options in the private videos. This is yet another option that I'm giving you, okay? or you can just have a recipe. This is just the recipe booklet here. See, and I chose to go with the top loading pocket here. Top loading pocket. I kept it very simple. And on the back, I did this pocket style. See, top loading. Here's my recipes. Top loading, top loading. So this top loading pocket in your tutorial is letter J. Okay. The side loading in your tutorial is letter I. So they work back. The only pocket that doesn't go across both booklets is the letter J pocket, okay? Because it only fits on your B or H cover, all right? Remember, this one is smaller than this one, than the A, because they nest one inside the other. Does that make sense? The purpose of the organizer is for this right here. I print recipes over and over, all sorts of recipes, and sometimes I plan my week like that. I will go on the internet and get 6 different recipes, and I do my grocery list and everything based upon those recipes that I'm going to cook that week. Those recipes do not necessarily go into my breakfast, lunch, or dinner recipe book. These are recipes that I'm trying out. If I love it, it will go in here. If I hate it, it goes in the trash. If I need to make notes, and you'll see that I make notes, I change things all the time. You know, I may substitute, anyway, it doesn't matter. I may substitute an item for something else. I may think this flavor goes better with this one. So that's what the organizer is for. Just seriously, guys, just throwing stuff in there, whatever you want to put in there. This is a book that grows with you. This is not that you fill in over time. My idea for this book, this is not, I mean, and you can make it and be done with it. And like Nicole, you're going to make 2 of them, one for yourself, one for your daughter, and be done with it. But it's going to grow with her. That's the whole point of the organizer, so that you can add things to it. Hopefully that helps, Lynn. What do you think? Beth has a question. Would there be an option to type on any of the blank lists for recipe template? Yes, there is a computer fillable one. Jane did it. We probably haven't added it to the project folder, but yeah, you can type your recipe on here. You can type your recipe. There's a one that you can fill in. I forget what that's called. I'll ask Jane to move it over to the project folder. And then you print it out. Is that what you're asking me, Beth? Let's see, just to be sure. All right, let's continue, guys. So we're going to assemble this one pretty much the same. So we're going to go ahead and remove the tape backing partially. Well, let's go ahead and miter first. Scissors. I'm so glad. Yeah, is the fillable form. Thank you. That's the term. The fillable form. It's a form. It's not there yet, but yeah, Jane created one for us. I will have her move it on over. Oopsie. I almost cut the wrong side because I'm yapping. Okay, awesome, Beth. Is this the same Beth that was in my mini album blueprint class? I think so. The last name also looks very familiar. Just want to be sure. A few slots available for October, November blueprint. Thank you, darling. I'm sure I will. Another font that is the same. Oh, okay, great. Hi, Beth. All right, so let's get this done, guys. See, this is why I'm not doing any more live classes for projects. Because look, I chat with you guys too much. Do you see this? Do you see this? So we're making this one exactly the same. For those of you who watch my tutorials, who buy the tutorial and watch the videos, it's very different, right? I'm just crafting along with you. I'm not yapping it up. I know, Beth, I know, but all of the recordings are in the project folder. So for this one, I'm not going to do any tape. I'm just going to let it dry so you can see the difference. You just got to hold it. There is a little bit of sticky power, to hold it a bit in place because there's tape here and down here. So you got a little bit of tape that will hold it down for you. Okay, so right there, and I'm going to remember to move this one around so that it doesn't stick to my work surface. There we go. Right there and right there. Not fair, Kathy. You like the yapping? Okay, okay. Not everybody does, my friends. And listen, my tutorials are not cheap, so I can't be yapping all the time. But it's the yapping. Oh, I love it. There, Karen. I don't think I'll ever get used to Karen Fairy Floss ever. All right, so let's go ahead and remove the tape backing. So here I didn't pre-fold, so you can see that you can totally go rogue here if you want to in this type of way. I will always tell you in the videos, do not deviate from this. But if you want to just kind of work in an assembly line, you can. Okay, where you remove all of the tape backing and then you kind of start working from there and building your booklets. And now burnishing, right? Let's not forget the burnishing. I got to move it a little bit so it doesn't stick to my work surface. Cover my glue. And now tossing these in the trash. Sometimes they fall in my drawer. I use bookbinding glue on some projects because it's flexible when it dries. That would be awesome for this project. I've never tried bookbinding glue. And for this, I really love the way that the glue dries stiff because I feel like I get a really hard cover. Or are you talking about for the craft text portion of it? Don't forget the burnish. That would be great. Lynn, I missed it. Since these books will be removed many times, I reinforce my spines with P3 tape. Such a great idea, Lynn. Great idea. I don't know why I didn't think about that in the building process, the construction process, but that is such a great idea. I even contemplated building the booklets out of craft text, but gosh, I really love my cardstock. So that's why I went with cardstock. But you can absolutely make these booklets out of craft text as well. But reinforcing them with P3 tape, Lynn, whoopsie, so smart. I'm going to have to get me some bookbinding glue so I can feel it. No, this is not craft text. This is cardstock. This is cardstock. Orange dragonfly. All right, so this is our B booklet. Remember, the J pocket only fits on the B booklet. It doesn't fit on the A booklet. Or 8. B and H and J go together. I also put Scotch tape on the bottom inside of my pocket so that they didn't get stuck. I love it. Beth apparently does that too. How would you use P3 tape on the spine? You just put a couple strips down and then whoop, or like this. Look, maybe, I don't know how you did it, Lynn, but very easy right here. Take a piece of P3 tape, maybe an inch longer, You can get P3 tape on my website, paperphenomenon.com. So smart, Len. And get it right in the middle. And then fold it over. And fold. Is this how you did it, Lynn? You can also put a strip in the middle before you fold it over. But I didn't do that. And then you can go right here and do another piece. It's so thin that it works. Let's see if this is how Lynn did it right here. Because this is super smart. I'm not sure why I didn't think about this, and I'm sorry that I didn't, guys. There you go. And now you burnish. Yep, this is exactly how she did it right here. Burnish, burnish, burnish. So now you have a reinforced spine. And I have to say, it looks really nice too. Look at that. It looks so pretty. Oh boy, I'm sorry that I didn't do this for you guys. But you can get P3 tape on my website, guys. There you have it. Done and done. All right, so this one will now nest into this one right here. Okay. So because I want my, what do you call this? My category to show. So what I would do is, right, you could do one of two things right here. So you leave this one here, right? There's another sheet to this. If you look at your project folder, there is a category sheet that has this and then this is blank, like pattern only. And it's for this option. You wouldn't use this one, okay? So I'm going to put a piece of pattern paper over this so that you don't have to look at it, okay? So it would be just pattern paper here. So what you would have to do for this option, guys, is position your recipe or your category, excuse me, perfectly centered, like so. Look at it. I like that. Let me look at it on the back. I like that. And hold it steady and crease. Crease. Okay, and crease. So what you would be looking at here is pattern paper, not this. I just don't have any of those printed. Because of course that had to be made when I thought about this. Okay, and crease. But I'm going to put pattern paper over this so you can see what yours would look like. Okay, and then you would nest this one in here. That's if you want to have the B piece. Okay, that's if you want another layer of pockets and stuff. You could just leave it at this, right? You could just leave it at this. But if you want pockets and goodies, then you make sure you print the one that has the category and the blank on the back, okay? And then you put your B piece in here. See that? And now you have your category. That's going to be pattern paper, or you can have your conversion sheet here. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Let me grab that. You can put your conversion sheet right here. See that? How fun is that? Right there. So you have all sorts of different options. You don't want to stick your grocery list here because, you're going to use that over and over again. Okay. Window, I would probably make the acetate window on B. Yeah, or you can make it on B. This is going to be my second option, guys. Second option, okay? So it all depends how you want to create this. So this option here, and we're going to create this option, then I'll show you the other option. I cut another B piece. So on B, then your recipes, there's a different recipe also here. You'll see where it's I think it's recipe option C, and I will be clear on that in the description of the file. Okay, so then this will go in here, and you can have pockets here, right? Pockets, 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 and that's what that would look like. Or, are you ready? You can have your window on your B piece. Let's pretend this is B. Nah, I'm going to do it again. Let's pretend this is B. You slap your window in there. And are you ready? So this is window on your A piece. So in your cutting guide, you're going to have another pocket assembly. Sorry, I just took this out of here and I'm not supposed to. On your cutting guide, you're going to have another pocket assembly, which is bonus A, B, and C. And let me grab that very quickly. So, and this is for B, okay, or H. So you've got your A piece right here. Let's go ahead and miter. Hi, baby. Just really quickly, baby. What is it? No, I'm not going to be done for an hour or so. Okay, mommy's having a class.
I attempted to try to do my hair.
Yeah.
I gave up, and
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I did believe myself, but I gave up.
Well, you didn't do a bad job, sweetheart. No, not at all. Thank you for trying. Okay. All right. Say goodbye. Go and close the door, baby. Love you. All right. So A piece. Now B piece. Same deal. It's a pocket, but it's shorter. Okay. So we're going to miter right here. Fold, fold, and fold. Are there any folks here who still, I'm curious, clips coupons? I actually know several people that still do it. Remove the tape backing for A. In the age of, oh my gosh. Do you know what I did wrong? Huh. These are my pieces for my A piece. Hold, please. Let's put a different pocket assembly here. This is for my second version. So let's add C, B, and E, all right, in your cutting guide. I clip them all the time. Well, you are going to love this pocket, okay? But it's for the second version, my love. So let's add here C, D, and E. This one will look familiar if you made a couple of these. So we're going to miter, fold, fold, and burnish. Oh, I'm going to have to turn my fan on. I'm getting a little warm right here. Okay, so now you attach this right on your B piece because all of them work back to both A and B except for J. I have to say, I really love that spine, Lynn. Good idea. Love it. And you can probably reinforce it after you put this pocket on too. Just so you know. And now let's go for E and D and E. So same deal, we're mitering. We'd like to not have overlapping flaps. We have a Dollar General and their coupons save you so much. Here you go. My grocery store still sends me coupons. Yes, mine does too, which is why I'm asking. Every time I go to Walgreens, I get like 5,000 coupons. And let me tell you, I use them. When you go to Publix, well, supermarkets here, but there's so many people that have completely moved. They're so digital, right? That I still forget to use them. No, yeah, I have to say, I am not one that harps about, all sorts of things. Let me talk to you about this pocket here. You have two choices with this pocket. So we're going to add our D. This is what I call my stack pocket, right? Let's remove the tape backing. We attach it. We are stacking, okay? When you stack a pocket on a pocket, you want to make sure that everything lines up. The edge of C will disappear and D will become the new edge. You do not want to see the bottom layer. If you see the bottom layer, it's not going to look good. Okay, what you want is to stack one on top of the other so that you get a seamless look to your pocket assembly. And don't forget to burnish, please. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is essential. For your E piece, I went ahead and put my tape on because I'm going to have a short pocket. But if you want a pocket that goes all the way down into D, then you omit the tape, you don't fold this, and I cover this in the videos, and you want to just insert that flap into D and stick down the left and the right hand side flaps. That way you can still stick that 8.5 by 11 in here, folded obviously, in here. If you go this route, you want to be slightly away from D, and then you stick it down, and then this is the amount of space you have on the inside of the pocket. Okay, and I think about that for if you want to add a photo of some sort. Food is a family affair. When my sister and I and my niece get together, we're talking about what are we going to eat. All right, food is a family affair. Stacking, my friends, stacking, stacking, stacking. You want to be slightly away from the pocket, right, nice and even. You do not want to see the edge of C. E is the new edge, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. And yet if you don't get it perfect, that's okay. It's not the end of the world, but that's what you want to aim for, okay? That's what you want to aim for. All right, so look at that. If you put your window on B or H, then you forfeit the organizational part of this, okay? This is why I have my window on A, because you cannot nest A into B, okay? Hold on, I gotta turn my fan on real quick because Kathy is getting hot. And there it goes, wonderful. Okay, so remember that. Think about how you want to create your booklets before you start cutting windows in there, okay? So let's say if you're only going to have one organizational booklet, then you can put your window in all your B pockets for your categories. Does that make sense? My sister and I do that at every meal, creating tweaks to recipes. Yeah, absolutely. I do it all the times. How many times did I score and cut the angle pocket incorrectly? Oh, you tell me. You tell me. Been there, done that. If you catch it quick enough, you can still lift the pocket. Yes. Uh, and use the coupons that print on my grocery receipt. Yes. Yeah, I use them, guys. Now, I have to tell you one thing about the digital age, okay? Really quickly. It's so important that we write, okay? It's so important for our brains, especially those of us who are, a little bit older in life. It's so important for our brains. Putting your grocery list in your phone is not good for your brain. All right. So, is it easier for me to say, hey, Siri, add blah, blah, blah to this? No. Yes, but no. I actually use this. Okay. Because it's so important for me to keep my brain sharp that I make myself right. So, there are lots of things that where I go digital. Okay. Yes, lots of things. But planners, writing things down, oh my gosh. I still have, hold on. One of my friends makes fun of me because every year I ask her kids' birthdays. And she's like, Kathy, just put it in your phone. My sister, I don't. I have this because I have to write things down for my brain, for my brain. So I hate to tell all of you that are on the digital age, you need to stop. Write things down, okay? Write it down, people. It's so important. I can't stress that enough. I don't know if this resonates with you, but I'm telling you, write things down, okay? I still use paper and pen. I write my to-do list. Yes, I use a paper and pen for as many things as I possibly can. Um, I save all the recipes my mom had written and scan them into. And the ones for I love that for you, Amanda. I have none of that, which is why it is so important for me to do this for my babies. So they have that. They will have that. My sisters and I don't have, and I hope I don't make my sister mad. I'm not mad, sorry, sad. My sisters and I do not have that. We don't have things like that from my mom. So it's so important for me to do this for my babies. Anyway, I digress. All right, so let's add some more pockets to this. So you see the difference? If you put the window in your B pocket, in your B booklet, you forfeit pockets, okay? You forfeit your pockets. Or you add your A on top, and then this is where your pockets will be. But my thought process is when I flip through my for my book, what I want to see is the following. I want my organizational one, and then I want to see this. I don't want to see any more pockets. Does that make sense? Like I don't want this. I don't want to see this. This. So this will come out. This was just an example for you guys, okay? This will come out. And then what I want to see after my organizational one, because again, I print so many stinking recipes is ridiculous. I want to see breakfast. I got to do one for lunch. And then I want to see my dinner one. And because I'm a cuckoo person, I love pockets like all of you. I want to have an organizational folder or booklet so I can add more goodies. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? You can also, and I have to print the one that has the recipe in the front, and you'll see those in your project folder. Okay. So this is what I would see. Breakfast, I'm gonna do a lunch, and then my dinner. That's why I pop my window in A first. Okay. Oh, I have a dessert, baby. I have one. Because as much as I like to think I can bake, I cannot. Desserts. And I even have a cookie category because I am going to become a baker. Okay. There's only a few things that I can make that works that come out really, really good. But it's not like my cooking. I can make all sorts. Again, I can make any kind of cuisine and I nail it. But with the baking, oh my gosh, not so good. Even following a recipe because I always overcook it. So I need to get better with that. Like if the recipe says leave it in there for 55 minutes, I do that. I need to stop doing that and do, every oven is different. And I don't know why I just can't get that in my through my thick skull. So anyway, this is my thought process for my book, but guys, you can do it however you want, okay? However you want. I'm a cheesecake maker. Oh my gosh, I love cheesecake. I can help you be a great baker. We should do Zoom. I may have to do that, Barbara. I have so many printed recipes for cookies that I want to try. I made cookies with my niece, and her cookies were gorgeous. I made the cookies that had the little jelly thing in the center. And listen, I have to say this, we're all adults. My cookies look like nipples. All right? They look like boobs because my little jelly was just not good. Okay. So my niece's cookies were just so perfect, just like the picture. Mine, not so much. And I followed the recipe down to the T. Why? Why did that happen, Barbara Jean? Tell me. Why did my cookies look like boobs? Okay? Tell me. They were like boobs looking at you. It was not good. So there you go. I need help. Maybe oh yeah, I think they're the ones with the jelly in the middle. I made the jelly. My jelly was so yummy. I put them in the oven. They came out areolas. Anyway, anyway, let's continue with the crafting, shall we? Dr. E, have we done a giveaway yet? So the giveaway is any digital paper collection. Well, no. That's too much work. So $50 gift certificate to any paper phenomenon item, digital, of course. That way you can pick whatever you want. How's that? It's because the recipe didn't tell you how to knead the dough. I don't know, but they were not good. I never follow the recipe. I always add the Eileen touch. That's right, baby. Well, that's kind of what I do with cooking. I'm an excellent cook, I like to think. I substitute things for what I know is going to taste good, right? Like flavors that I like. So that I'm good at. But the baking part, hubby is a baker by trade and has a box of his dad's. Oh my gosh. Guys, baking recipes for when he owned the bakery. We manager for Safeway for years. Some of those will, oh, I love that for you, Ocean Therapy. That's so awesome. I love that. Read the dough. I don't understand what that means. See, I'm not a baker. A big hit with men I bet. Kelly, I can't remember what Broderick's reaction was to these cookies. Well, if anybody needs cookies for a bachelor party, I'm your girl, okay? I'm your girl. You guys let me know. Mandy, Kathy, did you try to make them a second time? No, I did not make the boob cookies again. I have I have a canning booklet. Ooh, I love that. I've taught Bella for regular cooking. The recipes is the guideline, and we measure with our hearts. Aw, I love that. That's how my sister Tasha cooks. She measures with her heart. Comfort of baking retreat. Oh my gosh. I think I'm down. I think I'm down for that, Barbara Jean. I think dips will be my biggest booklet. Oh my God, Aunt Ducky, that's amazing. I don't have a lot of dips. I need dips. Yep, they're called bachelor cookies. No, yeah, bachelor party cookies. Bachelor party cookies. they tasted good. They were pretty good, but I'm a very visual person. All right, enough. See? Life classes, too much chatting. Back to the project. I'm changing the camera view. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Well, when Dr. E is ready, knock it out the park, Dr. E. All right, we're going to play with some pretty paper right now, okay? Pretty paper, because we're almost done, but I want to show you how to map this right here very quickly. So I received a couple of comments. I received a couple of comments that said they love the paper, that it looks so much prettier in paper in person than it does online. And I have to agree with this because online, it's so hard to get the colors exactly right with all of the lights in my room. And I know uh, it sounds kind of dumb when I say I have so many lights that it darkens everything. Yeah, it kind of just washes everything out. So sorry, guys. But I'm telling you, this paper collection is so, so beautiful. Renee says I can make some serious money on them. I'm gonna start a OnlyFans page and sell my boob cookies. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. I when I quit crafting, you guys know what new career I have. I'm the boob cookie baker. Okay. This is why I have no sponsors. You see, this is why. Because of the conversations that just naturally evolve during the crafting class. All right, the Recipe Keeper paper collection is gorgeous. I really want you guys to take a look at these papers and really, when you get it, really look at it and just see all of the layers and all of the beauty that these papers have to offer. Okay, because they're beautiful. So, so beautiful. Kim did such an amazing job on these. I just love them so much. Look at these. The ready-made cover pages. How gorgeous is this? I wonder, are any of you guys going to use this as a cover? Just curious because just want to give you another idea. Your pen holder can stay in here. If you wanted to use this one as a cover, right? Could be in your back page. Oh, please. Can't seem to grab anything. If you wanted to use this one as a cover and have the photo of you there, I love this option. Love, love, love. All right. That's what makes these sessions so great. Real talk, real people. Isn't that the truth, right? Hi, Tater Tot. So good to see you all and spend this time with you. I love it. Kathy, that will be your next screen name. Listen, my next crop at home events is baking. All right. We're going to bake some cookies. Okay. I hope you all sign up. All right, let's pick paper. Pretty paper. Happy National Scrapbook Day, people. I'm thinking, ooh, let's do this one. We can cut that out on the side. That would work beautifully. Oh, how about the lace? I like that idea as well. Or we can keep it nice and easy peasy, people. And I think I'm going with the words, though. I do like that. Dare I do that? I say yes. What do you guys think? Yep, I think I'm going with that. Forget about the words. This can come over right here. All right, let's do it. I'm sold. Are you guys sold on this one or the lace? I'm going with this one, even if you say lace. Okay, so we got to do a little magic here. So I did a 1-inch frame. So I'm going to go with, I got to cut this at, let me measure here. The measurement for your B booklet or your H booklet will be different. Okay, and I thought I was going to have time to do that one, but we are not going to have that time. So I'm cutting this at 8 5/8 of an inch by 11. Be careful with this, okay? 8 5/8 of an inch by 11. Oh, I think we're going to get some pretty things here. Okay. So this side, I'm going to draw my 3/4 inch frame. I'm going to draw my 3/4 inch frame on all three sides. I can't see white on white. Hold on. The cookies need to be in a kit or at least a recipe. Yes, I'll write out the recipe in our recipe pages. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and draw a 3/4 inch frame on all four sides. We're not going to cut it though. No cutting just yet. Okay. Let me grab my pencil. And then this side over here. I don't have do I have my glasses here? I do. Yay. I agree. Kathy Maisel, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are too good to me. Too good to me. All right. 3/4 of an inch. Dr. E, let me know when you pick we're doing 4 gift cards and then the big prize. Let me know when you're on that prize. Sorry that I didn't say that sooner. So there will be a total of, oh, what happened here? 5 winners, 1 grand prize winner, 3/4 of an inch. All right, I can see those pencil marks. So I'm going to cut everything except I'm not cutting here just yet. Okay, not yet, but I'm going to cut everything else, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm going to cut on this side, all will be well. Right here. And because I don't trust myself, because I do silly things, I'm going to double check again before I cut. You guys know I screw up all the time. That's why my best advice is always, whoopsie, is always to watch first before you start crafting along with me. Because 9 times out of 10, woo, I make a boo-boo. Right here. And now I want to stop. Here's my line, my 3/4 inch line. So I'm going to stop right about there. So I'm going to stop right about here. Okay, right about there. So that's about, let's see, 2 inches. Let's measure. So this 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, so pretty much right on the money. About 2 inches. Beautiful. Let's see. Yep, looks good. About 2 inches. Ah, wrong side. My poor Timmy ruler is on its last leg, and I am still limping it along instead of getting used to my other rulers. But I don't. All right, so now we're going to cut. I'm going to go further down just right to there. And now I'm going to cut here around this torn piece of paper. And I'm going to go a little bit, kind of wiggle my knife because I don't want it to look like a mountain. It's supposed to look like a torn piece of paper. But I feel like if I don't wiggle my knife, you see, I do stupid things. I was just supposed to go to here. Oh my gosh. But it's a good thing that I can glue it. I forgot to measure this other side here, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. That I can save. Look. So now when we mat, did you guys peep that? Ooh, you guys did not peep that because Dr. E is doing a giveaway. Look at how cute that is. Ah, I love it. You thought it was a mountain? No, it's a torn piece of paper. No mountain, babe, no mountain. Look at that. That is pretty. I love that. Donna Jet always wins. Did Donna Jet win a prize already? Donna Jet is the luckiest person. I bought 2 of the rulers when I first purchased. So glad I did. I bought like 6 of them, but I craft a lot. So I'm down to my last 2. And one doesn't have the metal edge. The other one has the metal edge. And I have bought other rulers to replace this one. And I just keep on grabbing this one. I actually have 3 left. How's my shoulder doing? My shoulder's doing so much better ever since I stopped inking. Inking was killing me. Killing me. All right, look at that. That is a perfect. I love the stitching, everything. Love it all. If you want more stitching, guys, if you want both of the stitching, then go with a 3/4 inch frame, okay? All right. So I'm going to glue this on. Now, very carefully glue it on because, you know, the acetate, all that good stuff. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I'm thinking, Miss Lynn, I'm going to do another reinforcements because I just love it. I'm going to sell out a P3 tape now. Alrighty, so let's cut that. Then another piece for here. All right, let's see. I am glutton for punishment. I stitch my entire cover and mat. Oh, no, I bet it looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I wish he would bring those rulers back. I don't know why they always try to make something, reinvent the wheel when the wheel does not need to be reinvented. I don't understand it. I like the live chat. It's fun interacting, but when you are new and learning and need to focus, the videos are good. I agree with you, Kristen. I agree. That's why I do private videos because it's important. I did a special. It was kind of like a big discount pricing on a bunch of projects called Remix, right? Where I took my older projects and I'm still working on that and I am updating them, the binding system, all new, everything that I've done new, right? But my friends, there's so much chat. Those are live classes. There's so much chatting back and forth that it's hard for those who are new to be able to make those remix projects because of this, the boob cookie factor. So there you go. So I agree with you. But the good thing is that about this is that the videos are in the project folder, privately recorded without the Kathy stories. Okay? So for those of you who are new to Paper Phenomenon, welcome, of course. I am a pretty spontaneous person in the live classes. However, the pre-recorded videos are, I am, hold on, the serious crafter. Okay, if you guys can believe that. All right. Lynn, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to update the project folder. Those of you who got my kit are not going to be happy with me, but listen, you can buy P3 tape. Don't worry, it is in stock. In stock. I love it, Lynn. Can't believe I didn't think about this. Does it matter if you put P3 tape on the outside and fold it over to the inside and then put the inside P3 tape on? No, it doesn't matter. I like it when I don't have a seam. When I put it over the inside tape, there's no joint. There's no seam, right? So now when I mat, just perfect, but it doesn't matter. I did that on which one? Oh, on this one. Once you mat, you will not see it. You won't see either way, okay? Oh, who won? Nana 2. Congratulations. Send an email to info@paperphenomenon.com so that Jane can get you all set up with your gift card. Congratulations. Thank you for participating. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, let's glue this on, my friends. See this right here? When I cut right through there, it'll be fine because I could just glue it right there and no one would know. Don't tell anyone. I got to tell you, I feel like it would have been smart to just line all four sides with P3 tape like we do when we make an album cover. Did you do that, Miss Lynn? I remember the early days, even when the bone folder became a very different conversation. Oh my gosh. Remember the lady on HSN? Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. All right, I need to open my new glue. This one is not right. All right, so let's get some glue on here. I'm going to be very, very careful. I don't want to get glue on my acetate. And I am notorious for getting glue on my acetate, and then I have to wipe it down. If you're into the whole photo with the recipe thing, Jane posts, or I didn't post it actually. She shared a picture with me. I'm going to see if I can find it and I'm share it with you guys. Oh, what just happened? I I think I spilled glue somewhere and I didn't see it. Look at that. It looks so nice. I'm going to show you why I like the bigger page. You'll see in just a minute. And I should have wrote a recipe out to share with you, but I guess I can do it and then share it in the project folder, right? Go ahead and burnish, please. How beautiful is that? That is gorgeous. Now, I spilled glue on my desk and there it is. See that? But I mean, that's not a big deal. I can easily wipe that off with a cloth with water. Now, for those of you who love a coupon, and many of us still do, you can put the next pocket assembly on the front. I'm going to put mine on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and cut mine for this size because I cut it for the big one. And I have to score. Okay, let's get that out of here. I'm going to put one more pocket assembly on this side. And I'm going to go with a simple eye pocket because I love the side loading pocket. I don't know about you guys, but the side loading pocket's my favorite. I feel like it's easy to get in and out of. So I'm going with an eye pocket, okay? So I'm in my B, and I have an eye pocket, and I'm going to miter. It's all prepped, tape, and ready to go. Right here. Let's do that. Whipped across the cover. The frame whipped, oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm a hot mess, people. A hot mess. That's what I said of paper phenomenon. I should have named myself Hot Mess Crafter because that would be me. But that is also okay. All right, for this pocket, look for your fold, right? You want to be slightly away from the fold. Line it up from top to bottom. Remember, we are stacking in this case so that we don't see two edges. We don't want to see layers of things. We want to see crisp, clean edges. Make sure you burnish. Okay, are we ready, folks? I have buried my pieces over here. I'm gonna do some quick cutting because I cut those pieces for my A booklet instead of my B booklet, like a silly girl. But that is all right. I can always recut. I should put this tape backing back on here so that I don't waste them, right? I do not want to waste this piece because it's the same pocket, it's just a different size. I think I found the one that goes here. Perfect. All right, so this size, let me measure very quickly. Can't remember. From here to here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it right? Yeah, I did cut it right. What am I saying? All right. The bonus pocket assemblies A, B, and C. So we've got our A piece. It's a pocket. I've already mitered, folded, added my tape, all that good stuff. We're going to attach it to B. Okay, we are on the inside of B. We're going to go right on the edge, right on that edge, guys. Bring it on over and secure it. See, I put my glasses on and now I can see. I thought I cut it wrong. I thought I cut it for the A pocket, but I did not. Now we have got our B piece. Where did I put it? B piece is another pocket, all right? Mitered, folded, burnished, all that good stuff. Let's remove the tape backing. And we're going to layer it right onto O. I'm going to give you two measurements for this pocket assembly, okay? I'm going to give you measurements for your A booklet, and these measurements are for your B/H booklet. Okay? How's that? Burnish. And my flap, if I can find it. Ah, I see it. Here it is, my C piece. Barbara Jean, I'm opening up a third drawer, where my thingies are, my corner rounders, my chompers. I'm chomping on the 1/4 inch side. I will be doing a mini taper, mini taper. Fold, burnish, and now we stick. You're going to stick it onto onto A, all right? Don't stick it on B. If you stick it on B, you screw up. All right, so stick it right onto A, which is the tall one. And you want to be right on the edge. You don't want to see this edge. This becomes the new edge. So right there, make sure you line it up with the outside. Oh, I glued it down prematurely. There we go. Beautiful. I may have to cut that off a little bit. And there we go. So I'm going to kind of create a new fold because I messed up on my stick. There we go. Now you can do magnets here, Monica, if you want to. All right, this could be your magnet option, or you can do the button and string closure if you like, whichever one. What do you guys want to do, magnets or button and string closure? Bye, Beth. Thank you so much. Guys, when you make this project, please share it on the community. I would love to see your versions of this. This can be done in so many different ways. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Seriously. Because I know that you guys are going to spin this in all sorts of different ways. And that's just going to be so fabulous. I'm confused, which is easy to do. Does the new bonus assembly consist of A with B inside of H? Nope. B and H are exactly the same thing. Okay? Here's A and B, or A and H. Exactly the same. B and H are exactly the same size. But remember, in your cutting guide, you have organizer, which consists of A and B. And then the second one is recipe, which is H. Also same size as B. Does that make sense? Oh, Paula, sorry you have to go. Congratulations to the next winner. Button and string magnet. We got a little bit of both. I do love the button and string closure. It's my favorite. Okay. All right. So let's do button and string. Love that. So I'm going to pick, all right, let me grab my papers for here. I love this for there. Maybe avocado on the side. Doing a whole green setup. Love, love, love. And do we want to do all green? Or do we want to do, let's see, oh, a little lacy on the side instead of avocado, and then avocado up there. Ah, that is also gorgeous. Just flipping through these papers, my friends, because I must. Oh, I do love that too. So many options. So many. And the embellishments here are, oh my goodness. So what's the point of the embellishments here, you may ask? Let me show you. All right, I've got my papers here. Got way too many choices. I am going to go with avocado on the outside. That up there with this at the bottom. And then some of this. And here. Or, love that. Which will bring in some of the black, which will transition over to the other side. All right, got it. Got it, got it, got it. So what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. So matting inside the pocket, you want to cut 1/4 of an inch larger than the area you want to cover with pattern paper. Right, so you want to go 1/4 of an inch inside of the pocket. So you want to go 1/4 of an inch larger. Look at that. Ooh, that is good stuff, people. Good stuff. I'm loving it. We get some more words. Look at that. I love that contrast. If you do not love that contrast, then just pick another piece of paper. Just let me show you. Let me chop it up and show you what one more cut would look like. So I don't know that I want to chop it up though, because I like that at the top. But you can do this. You can cut 3 1/4 right here, and look at how beautiful that would look with this right here. But I don't want to do that because I want to use that on this other side. Okay. And then here I'm looking at inside of my pocket. So, okay. I'm going to cut on this side right here. And then 1/4 of an inch to the inside of the pocket. So I'm getting 4 3/4 inches. For some reason that looks really short. I hope I measured properly. Nope, that looks good. Ooh, love it. Now let's cut this down to 11. And there you go. Are we loving that or what? Is it or what, or are we loving it? I think I want to go with this. I just love this right here. So nice. Okay, let's go here. Let's try this. Right, so let's cut that down. What are you guys thinking? Oh, that is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'm going to go this with the inside. Oh, we could do a combo on the inside. That would be pretty. And that'll bring that over here, which is really nice. Or I can split this and bring in a little bit here. I'm going to go with this floral on the inside. I already made my decision. This is, let's get a quick measurement. I think if I do 2 of them at the same size, 1 3/4 inches, that will work. My nemesis measurement on this trimmer, I will tell you that. And one more time. I don't care if it lines up, but I'm just curious to see which way. Okay, one of these will get a rounded corner. Right there, and rounded corner right up here. Have I missed any questions? Would love Kathy to come out with tools. I got to be honest with you, I've thought about it. But there's so much red tape that I don't know that I'm interested in going there. Does that make sense? I just don't know that I'm interested. Let me try something here real quick, see how this looks. And I think I may be able to pull it off. Nope. Let's see. Maybe if I cut it a different way. Let's see. One more time. Let's try. I'm filling it in with some green here. I feel like I'm trying too hard here. We're not going to go with that. Okay. So I'm going to go with, there's so much red tape that it just makes life a lot more difficult. I feel like doing like a dot here. Let me see if I have any more of that dot paper left. I knew I used quite a bit of it. Whoopsie. Let's see what this looks like. Feel like I may like that. But it all depends on where that circle is going to land, because that can mess up the whole look for sure. Yeah, I don't think I can do this because of the circle. Let's see if I can get this just so that my circle looks just right. Hate it. Not the look I want. But the back is a good look, guys. Look at that. Household management. Woo! Couldn't have worked out any better. That's this paper right here. That last one that I remember, the one I chose before that. That very first one. I do love how this picks up on this side. If I cut this from here and keep household management, I get a little bit of this kind of brownish color here. But I have to say, I love this color the most. I will cut off household management. Do I care? I would love to have some of this brown in there. Household management got to go, people. Household management's got to go because I love this color. See that? Boom, 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 boom. What do you guys think? Now we need a piece for the middle. I think that keeping the brown is more important than the word. But please, if you have not liked my video, please do. Thank you, Renee. Renee is always pimping me out. All right, so button and string closure. I'm going to go ahead and put this one, glue this down. So pretty. Listen, I have to be completely honest with you guys because it's the only way I know how to be. YouTube is such a interactive type of social media that they need to see interaction with your videos in order for them to spread the word. Okay? Not as they're all like that, but YouTube is very serious about it. If you do not leave comments, more than like, leaving comments is one of the most important things, or share a video, they just leave you where you are. You go nowhere. So if you guys would comment on my videos, like and share, I would appreciate it so very much. If you notice, look at my Facebook page. How many followers I have on Facebook versus YouTube, and it's because of the commenting and the sharing and the liking. People are not inclined to do that on YouTube, and it's so important. I would be more inclined to spend more time on YouTube if I would have that community type of interaction, but it's not there. And I don't know exactly why that is. Oh my gosh, so pretty. All right, circle. I don't know exactly why that is, guys. Let's get 2 1-inch circles, and you can use whatever size you want. Hi, Lucille. Oh, I'm so glad you love the lives, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. I appreciate it so much. Yes, Mandy. And Mandy, you always leave me a comment. And thank you so much, Mandy. Every time I see it, I respond to it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, even if it's an emoji. Yes, 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 yes. So I started posting a matting series on YouTube to see how you guys like that, to see if you guys interact with it. That would be most helpful. I want to just see what this looks like. I gotta say, I really like that too. I like them both, but this one just speaks to me, people. I'm gonna use a oh, you know what? I got to punch a hole in here. So I'm definitely going to use two, um, what do you call those things? Brads. Instead of eyelets, because it'll be a lot easier. So these brads right here, and I'm going to start selling these gold brads that I use because I love them so much because they're flat. Look how flat they are. I don't like the brads that have the little rounded head because they take up so much space. I hate that. I do not like that. All right, so punching a hole. It's a little wet, and I don't like to punch a hole when it's wet, but you know. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy, if you love the new videos, please leave me a comment. I would just be so thrilled. All right, so now I know you guys must cringe when I do this. Instead of looking for my center, I do that. Don't cringe, guys. Don't cringe. And right here. Righty. I need one more circle. Put this one in here, this one in here. Let me do my circle first before I assemble that to give this one a little bit of drying time. So I'm posting matting videos because I feel like even people who don't buy my tutorials, they make their own projects or they make projects from other people, but they get stuck with the matting, right? Or they just may love my style, right? And like a different type of project setup. So I figured that would be a great way to start posting videos. Instead of just final review videos. So there you go. There you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoy them. My crazy matting videos where I chop up 5,000 sheets of papers to get one look that I want. I'm going to do a little piece of P3 tape on the back. Lynn, I just got to tell you, I'm still thinking about why didn't I put P3 tape on those booklets to begin with? Doofus. All right. Now, well, that's drying. Now I can stick this on. Make sure you get glue right around the tape area. You really want that to stick, okay? Real world problems, matting, that's right. Listen, with what's going on the real world, I'll take matting videos any day. All right, let's burnish. Burnish. Especially if you're using glue, guys. It just yields such a much more beautiful finish. No lumpy bumpies, or at least reduces the lumpy bumpies. Okay, now I have to get a piercing tool because I forgot to punch my hole before I glued my paper down. So I need my piercing tool. Where are you, piercing tool? Oh, here you go. And I'm going to get my T ruler for this because I really want this to be. Boop. So just in case you forget, like I did, just, there you go. Pierce a hole large enough so that your brad legs can go through, not too big, just enough so your brad legs can go through. Now I have 3 drawers open, Barbara Jean. Punch my hole here. There's a secondary tool drawer that I have for tools that I don't use all the time. So I don't have all the tools together. It's tools that I use all the time and then tools that I use every once in a while. And go ahead and put a piece of P3 tape in here as well, okay? So my legs are going east-west. That way I know which way I'm splitting them. Whoopsie. All right, I'll have to split them just a little. Come on, there we go. Then do that. And then squeeze them together to get it through the hole. And that way, when it's in the pocket, they're already split. And I don't have to mess with it too much. Beautiful. Now another little piece of P3 tape just to keep that nice and tidy. See how my desk gets a mess when I start with the paper? There goes all of the organization. I'm going to do a quick video so you guys can see what my desk looks like now, because I don't want you to ever think that there's any perfection going around here, because it is not the case. Get that in there. Give it a quick little burnish. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Marianne. Thank you. Look at how pretty that is. That black dot or black circle just makes everything pop. Try not to add pattern paper to these circles. Sometimes it's okay, but 9 times out of 10, guys, don't do it. It's this black just kind of anchors everything. It gives the eye a rest. It's really important. I would love to, if we had time to do, and I would hate to waste paper though, I'll be honest with you, to do a version of this with pattern paper here on these circles and without, like this, so you can see the difference. You want to let this dry before you start messing with this, right? Tying this. I'm just going to do it very loosely because this will lift the circle, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to lift, you want this to dry. And then once this one I can do because there's no glue down there. Once it's dry, then you can mess with it. Now, when you tie your knot, you want to tie it off to the side, left or right hand side, doesn't matter. Don't do it in the middle because your strings will not line up. And it's not a pretty look. At least for me, I absolutely hate that when my strings don't line up. Little knot, cut off the excess. And then when this is dry, you give it a nice little twirly-do. See, oop. 2 times, 1, 2, and the third one, let it go over that way, okay? And that way you can put what I call a finial on the end with one of the embellishments. And right here and right here. I got to say, I love this. I just got to pick a piece of paper for here. And more than likely, it'll be more of this kind of brownish tone that you see right here. Ooh. Nice, but not what I'm going for. This side. There, I think these are dots back here. Let's see. Oh no, embellishments. There we go. That's why you got 2 packs of paper in your kit, guys, because I used the embellishment papers as well. Okay? I love this avocado. So if you're using glue, do not forget to burnish, please. Very important. If you don't have these bone folders, man, I got to tell you, they're worth every penny. I have no horses in the race with this company, guys. I pay full price. I get no discount, but I love this company. Back in the day, they used to offer a discount, but I got to be honest with you guys. Their margins are not high. They don't need to be offering discounts. So I do not ask for a discount code because their margins are not high on this product. So they need all of their pennies. Okay, so if you want to try the Teflon bone folders, if you're new to Paper Phenomenon, this is most certainly a tool that I highly recommend. And I get zero commission for saying that. Zero. And anybody here who has one can tell you that they are game changers. You see this mess I make with glue? I can only make this mess with glue because of the Teflon bone folder. Uh-oh, roll call. That means there's a giveaway. Nobody's listening to me right now. So there you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you guys love the kit, and I pack every single one of them with care. Every single one of them, guys. Every single one of them. I've got one more kit to go for EKC 25, and I have all of the fun embellishments in the house, the charms that were supposed to go in the other kits. So they're here, so you'll get them all in your last kit. So that'll be a fun kit to open. Customs has been such a pain in the butt. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. That is gorgeous. When you use a P3 tape on the spine, you're going to get a bit of resistance, right? But just train it to fold. That resistance will go away, okay? Will most certainly go away. Oop, I forgot to glue this little section down right here with my boo-boo cut. Don't do that, guys. Don't cut through there if you decide to go with the mountain. All right. So let's get my paper. Oh, I was organized. I was cleaning up, but I said I was going to show you my messy desk so you can see what a disaster I got going on here. I just cannot find my category. What did I do with it? Let's quickly pan so you guys can see that there is nothing pretty over here at this moment. I'm going to go all the way from my left-hand side over here very quickly. All right, so all the way from the left, working my way to my workspace, all the way to the right. I've currently got 3 drawers, 1, 2, and the third one over here open, as you can see. And this mess that you see right here is glue. I don't know, I just don't clean it up, but that's just a mess of glue. All right, here we go. You ready? Look at the disaster. That's the left-hand side where I'm cutting. There's my desk, working my way over. There's my messy glue space. There's 1 drawer, 2 drawers, and a third one open. So that helps a lot. Oh, Dr. E just butt dialed me. So that's the craft room, guys. So see, I'm messy just like you guys. That's right, a craft room well used. I couldn't have said that better myself. That is right, people. All right, so I lost my category. I don't know what I did with it. I put it somewhere, somewhere in this room. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So same exact measurement for this backside here, okay? I just want to add one more itty bitty little pocket assembly, right? Look at that. So pretty. I love the acetate, guys. I do. That is barely messy. Oh, well, thank you, love. Thank you. Oh, another drum roll. I have like 4 of the Teflon bone folders. I use them out of crafting as well. Absolutely. Yes. Wherever I need, where I think, oh, my Teflon bone folder will work well for this. Absolutely. Yes. Congratulations to you guys who are winning. Dr. E sent me a message. Let's see. We've got so Nana 2, Donna Creatives Cafe, Catherine Perez, congratulations. Congratulations. Nice. Remember, info@paperphenomenon.com so that we can send you your gift certificate. What was I going to do? Okay, we got that. Oh, one more pocket assembly. Let's do back here. This is on B or H, Lynn. Okay, B or H, either or. I've got, so this would be a pretty pattern paper, right? Pretty pattern paper. I'm going to cut a couple pieces so that you guys can see what yours would look like. This is a little misleading right here, okay? Let me do that. And I'll just paper clip it because I really do not want to glue it on there. Would be a hot mess. So this is what it would look like right here. Let me get some paper clips. So this would look like this. Right. And this side, whoopsie. You know what? I'm going to staple it. I do not want to. I can easily remove a staple. And I know I'm going over, but that's fine by me. And thanks for those of you who are still hanging in there with me. Okay. Right there. That's good enough. And then I'm going to put another one over here. I guess does the color matter right now at this point? I love how it clings to the, oh no, the color does not matter because I have nothing here. So let's go with, ooh, we can put this one. How fun would this be? Where is it? The one with the frame. To put a picture in there. Look at this one. So I would do, okay. You could put a picture in here. I love that. Maybe you should be able to pick your own paper, huh? Well, you can if you're printing. If you're printing yourself, you absolutely can. You can cut that out right there and pop a picture in there, friends. How cute would that be? So let me get this right. I went a little bit off. Okay, so yours would look something like this. It would have a pattern paper on the back, right? Okay, and this. All right, now we're cooking, people. Now we're cooking. So take a look, open, right? That would have pattern paper, of course. Pattern paper, pocket assembly, and then your recipes in here. So cute. So cute. And I have a whole stack of recipes in here that I can put. A whole stack of them. So the recipe for this style has pattern paper right here on this side, or you can put, like I said before, ta-da! Either one will work, guys, whichever one you want. And of course, I'm leaning more toward this. Okie dokie. And you just nest one inside the other. I recommend 10 to 15 per booklet if you're using the recipe booklet B/H. If you're using A alone, you can definitely add more. For your dip booklet, if you have a lot of dip recipes, you're going to want to use the A booklet because that one has a wider spine. I lost count, but this is good. So look at how cute is this, huh? Right in there, people. Oh my God, I love it. I think this is dry enough already. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's good. Working good, people. Because this string is driving me crazy. All right, so what do you think about the bonus booklet? I think it's super cute. Now a smaller style envelope, so you can put things in there. You can also put this in your organizer. It doesn't have to be in this one. Like for instance, in your organizer booklet, here, oh, that's my breakfast. Where's my organizer booklet? Ah, here it is. Instead of having this one right here, right? You can put let's call it the coupon envelope. You can put this one right there. Right? You can put this pocket right here if you wanted to, or here, anywhere, right? Anywhere you want to put it. It will just work beautifully. Okay. Now, let's add just one more pocket assembly back here. And I'm thinking, what do I want to do back here? This would be plain pattern paper. Do I want to do a top loading pocket? I think a top loading pocket. Let's do a J pocket. All right. Of course, if you want to get super fancy and like add this one or this one, you absolutely can. That's entirely up to you. Okay. But remember, the more pockets you add, the less room you have for recipe pages. Okay. You have to be careful. You got to pick and choose. And what I'm thinking about the larger format of recipe pages is kind of recipe slash scrapbooking. That's what the embellishments are for. So how fun would it be to write a recipe out? Let's get this pocket really quickly on here. Right on the edge, my friends. Okay, right on the edge. Nice and neat. And burnish. Careful when you burnish on the spine. You do not want to cave your spine in. If it's empty, you can easily cave it in. Okay, so you may want to open it up like so and then give it a good old burnish. Okay, just very careful with what you're doing, especially when it's empty. Ah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Shall we cut one more frame for here? I'm really sick of looking at that. I'm going to try this one. I feel like this would give me some good overall. What did I cut this at? I forgot already. Oh, 8 5/8 of an inch, right? I hope that's right. By 11. One more frame, and then we're out of here, people. Oh, this is a good side too. That would be nice to mat there. This would be perfect for the inside of here, right there, right? So how I cut this little skinny paper just right. If this is, let's say, a 1/2 inch, I go to the 1/2 inch mark and then I pull back slightly, okay? So you go to the mark and then you pull back ever so slightly. And then you get yourself, oh gosh, you got to do better than I did, guys. I'm a little crooked there. Cheese and crackers, Kathy. I tell ya. I tell ya. There we go. There we go. We've got a winner here. This one goes, and this one stays. That, my friends, is very, very pretty. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So let's cut one more frame and then we're good, right? Are we? We're good. We're good. We're good. I want to just try one more piece of paper. I guess, mm, mm, I like this side. Okay. So I'm going to draw up my line on this side. And then for here, do that one more time. Right here. So we'll see what it looks like. That way we'll see what it looks like, okay, once we add our paper. Oh yeah, I think it's going to look very pretty. So nice. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's cut one more time. And we're having a roll call. 3/4 of an inch on the frame, please. Happy National Scrapbook Day to you all. What a fun, fun time. My goodness. I have to say, we must do it again. You know who I did not see here? My friend Quickie. I didn't want to call her out for not being here, but I'm calling her out. That's it. She's in big trouble. Oh, uh-oh. Roll call, roll call. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's cut this. Hopefully I get it nice and straight and don't screw up. This would be such a great wedding gift. Oh my goodness. Yes, DIY everything. Yes, it would be. Yes, yes, yes. She was here earlier. Oh, I missed her. Oh, I missed her. Oh, Quickie is here. Oh, she better be here. Look at me talking crap now. I was like, aw. Hi, Diane tomorrow. I'm seeing names here now. Illusionary, hello. Am I Sigaris? Hello. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Carol, Rosalie. Hi, Joni. I'm seeing a bunch of names now that I recognize from my regular YouTube classes when I used to have them. I have to wait until the giveaway is done because it's going so fast. Hi, Mama 5. All right, let's see. Let's see which side looks the best. Newbie, what is roll call? When people are typing in roll call, it's because a giveaway is about to happen. Giveaways are done with random random generator, is it called, Dr. E? Random number generator. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty is that. Now, did you think you were going to get something that pretty out of that pattern paper? Look at that. It's totally worth chopping the paper up, guys. Look at that. How beautiful. Makes me want to sing. Thank you, Salty Beach Scrabber. Salty Beach Scrabber is in the house, and I want you all to give her a big virtual hug and thank you for designing such beautiful collections for Paper Phenomenon. I can't make pretty projects without Salty Beach Scrapper. She listens to all my craziness. She's like, Kathy, I don't see it. Then she sees it. That spring collection, oh my goodness. I have not even shown it. It's in the shop, guys. It's on sale. You better get it. My goodness, it is gorgeous. What is the name of the new spring collection? I already forgot. Maybe Dr. E knows. Do you remember, Salty Beach Scrapper, what I named the spring collection? It is so, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. The Heritage Collection is also gorgeous. All new things in the shop, guys. And I know I haven't talked about them yet, but they're already in the shop. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Can you see how magnificent that is? Hopefully you can see it. There's not too much glare. She does a fantastic job. Do we want this side or do we want the continuation? I got to say they're both good. Both of them are good. Let's go with the continuation, shall we? Shall we? I still have not seen. Let's see. Who won? Let's see. I missed it. So, so pretty. Guys, if you're new to Paper Phenomenon projects, you want to stock up on cardstock, pattern paper, acetate, and chipboard. Those are the things and adhesive, all of which I sell in my shop. It's what we use the most. I sell kits, but only when the project is released, and I don't have a lot of them. So you want to get them while they're hot, people. Re-engineered Diane, I plan on doing just that and have everyone in the family bring a recipe to put in there. And the family are all amazing cooks, mostly Filipino dishes. Yummy, as they are Filipino. Oh my gosh. I need a good recipe for some, wait, don't tell me. The noodles. Gosh, now of course it escapes my head. Ah, love the noodle dish, and I can't think of the name right now. I would love to learn how to make it. Diane, that is brilliant, Diane. Brilliant. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it right now, but I love the noodles. And of course, lumpia. If we ordered craft text today before class started, do I need to do anything to get the extra goodies? What extra goodies? The heat and bond? The yard of heat and bond? Carla? No, it's already included. It's not in the description. Pancette. Yes, pancette. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Kristen. I absolutely love pancette. Yes, it's so good. I love the crispy vegetables on top where there's just so perfectly crisp. Listen, guys, this turned out fabulous. And I'm over by 40 minutes. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Of course, that will get pattern paper. That will get pattern paper. I do have to have I will have the proper sheet printed so you guys can see it. I will say that I do not love this. So I got to make sure that the sheet I print on the back, the paper is more of a border than, than this. This is too much of a jumble for me. Unless I was to put a tab here, this is a perfect place for tabs. Look at that, right? Because we have a nice little border here of paper. So, so pretty. Ah, I love it. Then our recipes. Recipes, recipes, recipes. Whoopsie. Pockets. Generous pockets. Remember, you can fit your 8.5 by 11s. Top loading pocket. This is the back of this page. And then we need 2 pieces of pattern paper for here. So I will mat this and share it with you guys in the project folder, all right? So you can see this finished one. But how gorgeous is this one with the acetate? So what mine would look like is, I really want to do one more sewn one like this. I love the sewing. So here I would have my organizer first position. This one is the most important one to me because I do a lot of printing recipes. And see, I can stuff them in here. This is very important to me to be able to do that. I feel that I don't know for sure, but Kim did a sheet for me. I haven't copied it over to the project folder yet because I don't know yet. But I did a at a glance sheet. And what the at a glance sheet is all of the categories are in there and the recipes that are in each of the booklets are in that at a glance sheet. Kind of like a glossary, but it's one big sheet that has all of the categories. So let's say if you were menu planning, right? And I'm sorry that I don't have it printed. You can look at your at a glance sheet and pick what you want instead of going through book, through book, through book, through book, through book. Does that make sense? Oh, and there's a roll call, so we won't get any feedback on this. Is this for the grand prize? I think this is for the grand prize. Hi, JD. How many recipes are able to put in the book? So 30 times 4 is what? 120? 120. You can add, that's only with, that's if you have 15 pages in each category. Crafty Yelly, hello. CJ Scrapper, Lindsay, hello. Uh-oh, I can't wait to see the winner of the grand prize. And sorry for those of you who are watching the recording, but we do it in a live show. Miss Caper, 1313, hello. Yeah, so I have an at a glance. See if I can pull it up while Dr. E is doing the giveaway. I lost my mouse, people. Ah, found it. Totally off topic, Kathy. Dr. E, Renee, but any memories 123 remix or any of the illusion boxes might be uploaded? Oh, I don't know, darling. The final review or the remixes, I don't have it on my schedule yet, but I will put it at the forefront of my brain. Memories 123 remix or any of the Illusions albums might be uploaded again to YouTube. This is on Dr. E's radar now, so she'll probably move it up to the list. But I don't know Dr. E's schedule on uploading videos, love. Would love the index page. Index is a great way of putting it, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. So let me see if I can pull it up really quickly while Dr. E is roll calling. And I say very quickly loosely because I'm a bit of a hot mess, people, when I'm trying to find something quickly. Oy. Here, let's see. Okay, next. And I think this one's naked without a border, I think, unless Kim put a border on it. But we can have it naked as well. So I'm looking. Blanks. Oh, here it is. This it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, she did put a border around it. Hold on, let me see now if I can change my camera view here. So in a memento, you should be seeing this, I think. Ah, you should be seeing this now. So this is what it looks like. So your meals will be in these categories and you can just look through it without having to look through every single book. And of course, you can have multiple of these. You can put one in the front of every single you can put one in the front of every single book if you'd like to have it, but I feel like I would love to have it like this where everything is at a glance. All right, so I'll show you how I'll put this in my book. I have to have it printed. And if you guys love it, I'll add it to the project folder. All righty. Hopefully you love that. All right, guys. Where is my chat? Let's find the chat. What I love the most in the paper collection are all the French words. Oh, I love that, Nicole. Isn't that wonderful? So I think it's a great way to be able to see everything at once. So you guys love it. Okay, good. So I'll add it to the project folder. I just haven't decided how I'm going to put it because it's on the 11 by 17. So I don't know if I'm going to have it like hinge it and put it as an add-on. Haven't decided yet, or if I'm going to do separate 8.5 by 11s. So once I have that figured out in my head, I'll share it with you guys and then you can do whatever you want with it, right? Thank you, Sally. I know it's you because I saw the word goats. Hi, Sally. Thank you for hanging out. Who's the winner? Uh-oh, the winner is Dr. E is announcing, drum roll, for the 1 year of Paper Phenomenon digital goodies. Thank you, darling. I can actually see with these glasses. Oh, my other ones were not good. Just share this of a group. Thank you so much, T. Kirk. Thank you for sharing it. Sherry would love the 11 by. Okay, perfect. I will add it to the project folder. I'm glad you guys love it. Okay, I'm just waiting to see who won the 1 year of Paper Phenomenon goodies, and then I'm out of here. Let's see. Yeah, 1 year of Paper Phenomenon digital goodies, starting whatever I release from tomorrow on, you will get for free for 1 year. Congratulations to the grand prize winner, Hiking with Dogs, Melissa 2791. Congratulations. Email me at info@paperphenomenon.com so that we can add you to every project folder new release. All right? Congratulations. I think Legacy Layers is on the docket for July. Am I right? Legacy Layers? I believe July. Don't quote me, but I believe in July. Oh, thank you so very much. I truly, truly think that this project is epic, guys. Epic. And there's so many ways that you can take it. I give you quite a few ideas in the project folder, but this is not the last of it. There's going to be so much more with this whole book, the smaller version, hopefully coming up very, very soon. And the planner version, I'm really excited about the planner version. I have this planner page that I use day in and day out. And it's in this small book. I've showed you this book, right? This one is quite loaded already. And I would love to have it in an 8.5 by 11. Oh my gosh, I would be so excited. So I'll show you what it looks like in one of the older months. I call it my weekly brief. So this is one of the older months and it looks like this. But I got to tell you guys, when I'm writing in these little boxes here, I ah I make a mess. I make a mess. So I have post-its everywhere. It's a hot mess. So I feel like I need a bigger, this is one of my notebooks to my journal jam. I feel like I need a bigger page. Okay. And I have an expandable month section. Oh, I can show you this one because this is my August. So it looks like this, guys. See if you can see this. So it's the month calendar and then the weekly brief. And this just works so, so well. I love to see the month and the weekly brief all in one section, but I need more space. I don't know if you guys agree with that after using your Journal Jam planner, but I need more space. What do you guys think? What do you think? The HSN Ladybone folder mistake. Yes. The fact that so many of you still remember that is so heartwarming to me. We have had some good times in our live classes. We have, and today brought it back to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. Community is so important. And you guys know I don't have any crafty friends. You guys are my only crafty friends. So thank you so very much. And happy National Scrapbook Day to you all. There is so much going on for National Scrapbook Day. So many other companies, doing giveaways and so many fun things. And the fact that you're here with me, thank you so very much. And I hope that you love this project as much as I do because it is spectacular. The construction, everything is so, so, so good. And Lynn made it even better with the P3 tape reinforced spine. Cheese and crackers. I can't believe I didn't put that in the tutorial. I may have to figure out a way to put that in there because it's so good. Lynn, perfection. Hi, Millie. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Congratulations to all the winners. Be sure to email info@paperphenomenon.com to claim your prize. And I'll see you all in the next one. Happy National Scrapbook Day. Thank you, Dr. E. And thank you so very much, Renee, to the both of you.